Hey guys, Victor here with shredmediaproductions.com, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Nikon D3100. I'm going to be reviewing specifically for skateboard and action photography and video. I picked this guy up about a year ago. Shooting with DSLRs for video and photo has been getting pretty popular, and before that I had been shooting with a 3-chip, and I wasn't really sure if I wanted to go DSLR. So I picked this guy up for about $550. It's one of the cheaper cameras on the market, just to see what it was all about. You know, there are some things that I really like about this camera, and there are some things that I didn't like. For photography, you know, this guy is really great. It shoots almost as good as some of the cameras 2 to 3 times its price. For video, there are some really great things about the camera, and there are some limited factors because it's a DSLR rather than a 3-chip or primary video camera. You know, some of the great things about this camera is you really get that cinematic look, very similar to 35mm, due to the size of the sensor and the quality of the sensor in the camera, as well as, you know, you're getting a good DSLR glass. Some of the things that I don't like about shooting with the DSLR, as far as video goes, the first thing is it's all really manual focus. There is an autofocus that you can use for video, but it's kind of lacking and it's slow in focusing, so you're actually better off using the manual focus. Also, there's no servo zoom. You have to manually adjust the focal length of the camera. Also, there is no pro audio for these cameras. You cannot attach an external microphone. You just have to deal with the onboard mic or use some type of an external audio capture. And the last thing is setting the ISO and aperture. You cannot really set the ISO for video mode, and you can set the aperture, but it's very difficult. You have to exit live mode into the regular mode, the regular manual mode, set your aperture, lock it in, and then re-enter the live mode for video. If you're in live mode and you want to change it again, you'd have to exit the live mode, then readjust in your manual mode, then re-lock it in, and then re-enter live mode, which is really a pain in the ass. So another pitfall of shooting with this camera is for skate photography especially, you have to, when you're shooting in a low mode with the camera low to the ground and the screen is facing down, you can't really see what you're shooting. And the last thing I want to mention about doing video with DSLR is it does have a limit to your record capture times. You can only capture about 10 minutes to 12 minutes depending on Nikon and Canon and depending on the model of the camera, but most DSLRs are about 10-minute capture increments. So if you're shooting something like wedding videos or some kind of event video, you can't let them record for over 10 minutes. So that's the last pitfall, as well as the sensors also overheat. So after about an hour of shooting with these guys, you have to turn them off and let them cool down before you can continue shooting with them. Overall, I mean, it's a cheap option to get started in shooting with DSLRs. The quality of the video is excellent. So if you're just getting started, or you're not sure if you want to really get invested into shooting with DSLRs for video, you know, the Nikon D3100 is a great place to start.